I know, right? I've never met a pre-show I didn't like.
Me neither. I think this is our calling.
I know. Can you believe this is our third pre-show for APCH?
I can believe it. First, we did the APCH gala, and that was like no pressure. And then we did Strikes and Stars and Strikes, and that was like, okay, we're famous, people know us. And now we're gonna introduce our favorite event of the year, GirlPower, and we're in our moment. This is our moment, we're peaking, step outside, and people are gonna recognize us.
You know what? Probably.
Yeah, are you ready for the fame? Because I think I am.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know us, my name's Allison. I've been a member at a place called Home for 9 years.
And I'm Evelyn, and I've been a member of a place called Home for 10 years.
And this is actually one of my favorite events of the year. We have both taken part in GirlPower before as a part of the APCH Band 29 Live. Evelyn as an audio engineer.
And Allison on vocals.
Little known fact, we were actually a part of the first mini GirlPower ever.
Yeah, it was so much fun, and that's why I'm excited to be hosting this one.
Yeah, and when they asked us to host this pre-show, we couldn't say no.
Definitely not. I was thinking, Allison, we should start hosting all the pre-shows.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. Like, there's a APCH event, and we just show up like an hour before, whatever, and just like start talking.
Sounds great, actually.
Yeah, it does sound great. I'll meet you there.
Well, tonight's pre-show is going to be just as entertaining as the last two. We have a full hour of exciting new content from every program in our Arts and Creative Expressions department.
That's right. Our music, theater, visual arts, digital media, and dance programs have continued to thrive virtually. In fact, 4 out of 5 programs have held incredible spring events in the past few weeks. And digital media program will be posting exciting new content to APCH Instagram all week next week. So look out for that.
We're here tonight to show you our favorite pieces from each of the culminations. Plus, we're going to mix in some other videos as well, and even some clips from our last pre-show.
Yes, so please, audience, don't be alarmed. My hair is going to be constantly changing. It's nothing to be scared of.
Honestly, I'm glad you told them that.
Yeah, I don't want anybody to freak out. I'm not like a shapeshifter or nothing.
No, I get it. It can be kind of confusing.
Right?
So let's get to it. First up is visual arts.
Yes, this spring, our visual art program created a visual art gallery filled with incredible mix of art from our members. In case you missed it, here is some for you tonight.
Shout out to Ms. Vanessa from our visual arts program for putting this together.
Yes, I think she did an incredible job.
Roll it, Michelle.
Hello and welcome to our 2021 Spring Virtual Art Gallery. Do you have your ticket? Yes, great. Enjoy a guided tour that features the work from the visual art program's classes. Don't forget to visit the Creative Lab and book and zine making screening rooms on the second floor.
The most difficult thing is the decision to act. The rest is merely tenacity. Amelia Earhart.
This wall of people represents those who broke barriers, led movements, were passionate, and demonstrated strength, determination, and continue to inspire others and us today. This work was created using felt, mixed media paper, and paint from the Exploring LA Contemporary Art class.
experimental art class.
Members have been enjoying exploring different materials to create art in this class, from paint to paper to cardboard. Plush design class. Plush design is all about learning the basics of sewing, how to thread a needle, create a knot, create patterns, pin fabric, and perform basic stitches. The class focused on creating dessert keychains, cube animals, and custom monsters.
Character design.
What inspires me to draw is the thought of having creativity and liberty in order to spread my imagination and hopefully influence somebody else to do something as well.
I like doing art too. I feel like it's just the stress reliever for myself.
What inspires me to draw is that I use a lot of my imagination. I'm always thinking of something new. So I kind of want to use that and make it into something, because I think creating is so fun, and just being able to create anything from what your mind is, I think it's really awesome.
Art is fun for me.
And what inspires my character designs is also my friends, but also real life events.
What I really like about this class is it teaches me really the basics that I didn't know, and it helps me like build up my own characters, knowing the basics. And I feel like it's really taught me so much.
Exploring LA contemporary art class.
Members learned about the East LA graffiti artist Gashun Fugia and his work that is an intersection between Eastern techniques such as ukiyo-e with Western urban imagery such as pop culture references. Members created works that focused on images representative of Los Angeles and their own neighbors to highlight what they love about their community.
I love to draw because I like how creative you can be with it. I love to draw because it puts me in a happy place. I love to draw because one day I want to be an artist and start my own business.
I like drawing because it really inspires. It really shows my personality.
I like to draw because it's fun.
I enjoy drawing because it relieves most stress that causes me, like schoolwork, and I just do it for fun. I'm not that good at it, but I like doing it for fun.
I like drawing designs of clothes.
I like to draw because it's really entertaining and I get to express myself whenever I draw or paint.
I love to draw because I could be creative.
Draw because it's entertaining and it's fun, and it takes me away from all my worries.
is growth.
GEM es crecimiento.
GEM is empowerment.
GEM es empoderamiento.
GEM is hope.
GEM es esperanza.
GEM is motivating.
GEM es motivación.
GEM is friendship.
GEM es amistad.
GEM is community.
GEM es comunidad.
GEM is creativity.
GEM es creatividad.
GEM is support.
GEM es apoyo.
GEM is love.
GEM es amor.
Girls empowering many.
Chicas empoderando a muchas.
Hi, welcome to the Counseling Department. My name is Jose Manuel Soria, and I'm the Supervising Case Manager here at a place called Home. My role is to provide you and your family with a list of resources within a place called Home and or to our local community partners. Whether you're a member or a parent, we are here to guide you and serve you in the best way possible. Within the Counseling Department, case management consists of member and family check-ins for resources like food, member programming, parent workshops, financial assistance, and much more. Should you have any more questions, I encourage you to look at our website at www.apch.org. Look forward to meeting you soon.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jennifer Henry. I'm the Director of Counseling here at a place called Home.
Hi, everyone. My name is Veronica Bueno, and I am the lead therapist for a place called Home.
I see you're all dressed up. You guys look beautiful. Are you guys ready to play some bingo later?
Yes, we're so excited. We're so ready. We got dressed up, and we just can't wait for tonight. I don't know. We might win tonight, hopefully.
So I bet it on you guys, so I think you will. Well, can you guys tell us a little bit about the counseling department does for a place called Home?
Certainly. So our team actually comprised of therapists, behavioral specialists, and case managers. And what we do is we provide mental health services, crisis intervention, case management services, internal and external education and training and support groups for the members and our families.
And so right now, even though we have gone into this pandemic, we are still very close to the kids. We are offering our services still virtually, right? And so we are still able to provide support specifically for our members during this time for whatever emotions they might be experiencing or just in general to really just make sure that they are okay. So we are still able to provide therapy support and just really help not only the member, but a family as a whole. Also, one of the things that we have been working on is supporting our families with different things that they might need, whether it's food, clothing, or baby items, or just in general, they need a little bit of financial support, whether it's with rent or their bills. And so this time has been very, very difficult for our families, and we have worked very hard, to really identify those needs and help our families through the FRD, which is great. And I'm sure you guys have heard of it, from our colleagues, but we're going out there and we're really providing this support, what the family needs, and actually delivering it to them, right? So it's very, very exciting. And on top of that, we're also just seeing how else can we continue to support our families so they can get everything that they need right now that our families are struggling with.
And can you tell us, our audience, about how many families we're serving right now?
Yes, out of the 400 members that a place called Home is serving, we help about 225 families altogether. And out of those, we actually have helped about 126 in direct assistance alone, which means that we help them with any type of rent, utilities, bills, or anything like that. As long as they have any type of financial struggles or strains, then they can come and ask us for help.
Wow, that's really amazing. That's really great. Well, thank you for telling us a bit about the work that APCH continues to do for our members. It's very important work that is made possible only by the generous contribution by supporters like you. Thank you, Miss Veronica. Thank you, Miss Jennifer. I hope you guys win tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The key word at APCH is mental wellness. Shout out to the whole counseling team. There were some never before seen clips in there too.
Next up, we're going to help culture you by showing you a little bit of theater. This spring, our Business of Acting class presented a Teen Actors Industry Showcase, and it was fire.
Weren't you in that?
Yes, I was, but don't embarrass me.
Okay, you did a good job, Allison.
Thanks, Evelyn.
Well, shout out to Efren, our theater program manager, for putting this showcase video together. Roll the clips, Michelle.
Heartbreak opens onto the sunrise.
For even breaking is opening.
And I'm broken. I'm open.
Broken to the new light without pushing in.
Open to the possibilities within, pushing out.
See the love shining through my cracks?
See the light shine through me?
I am broken.
I am open.
I am broken
open.
See the love light shining through me.
See the love light shining through me.
Shining through my cracks.
Through the gaps, my spirit takes journey.
My spirit takes flight. Could not have risen otherwise.
And I am not running.
I am choosing.
Running is not a choice from the breaking.
Breaking is freeing.
Broken is freedom.
And I am not broken.
I am
free.
Andy! Dude, you are not going to believe what I just overheard. Okay, so I'm walking back from the library, right? And I just checked out the Dungeons and Dragons Monster Manual. I know you can get a PDF online, but you know how I feel about books. Anyway, so I'm walking back out of the library, right? And I see Alicia and Brianna and Kylie, all the cool girls, walking towards me. And they're like laughing and talking and stuff like that. So I do what any of us would do, right? I hide. I duck myself between a water cooler and a classroom door, and I turn to face the door like I'm reading the class list in front of it. And they walk right on by. And as they're going past, I'm ready for them to make fun of me or to say something super wordy and cutting like that. But what I heard instead blew me away. As they walked past, I hear Kylie say, "I'm so sick of playing a barbarian. I think I want to make a new character." And Alicia says, "No way, babe. I love Tarbin the Barbarian. She's amazing." Dude, the cool girls at our school are playing Dungeons and Dragons. The cool girls at our school are playing Dungeons and Dragons. I wonder if they need a halfling wizard.
Well, okay, so this is totally stupid, but if I sit for more than like 5 seconds, because I start to think about not even me, I start to think about the world, kind of. And it's like, when I think about it for more than like 5 seconds, I start to cry. But, okay, I know this is obvious, but like life for most of the people in the world, for most of the people that have ever lived, the lives that they lived were horrible. Okay, I'm not thinking about it. Like, I'm actually not thinking about it anymore. Like, okay, so I don't know what we do. It's like as soon as I go from outside myself to think about anyone but myself, like, okay, like if I think, or like if I care about anyone but myself, suddenly it's a thing that goes from a me to a we. And it's a problem for some vague group that I don't even know that I'm part of. Like, oh, what do I make for dinner? But what do we do about the world? How can I live without Calvin? But what do we do about the world? What we, you know? And it's like, how can I make my art? But what do we do? It's like, I think art is important. Like, really, I do. But maybe I only think it's important because it's the thing that comes closest to knowing how to do. But even that, I don't know what to do with that. And I feel bad for myself, and it's not uncommon. It's not an uncommon thing to be alone or unhappy or to want something that you don't get. It's not an uncommon thing. It's not uncommon to fail and fail and fail, but when I look at Calvin's work and I look at my work, I just think, at least I know that no one will remember me for anything. At least I know that. At least I know that I'll never be recognized as anything because I'll never make anything for anyone to see, so that I'm not, I don't know, polluting the future or something.
I'm here with Miss Olivia to discuss the Impact Program, which is a very special program here at a place called home. Can you introduce yourself to the audience, please?
Hi, my name is Olivia Dickerson, and I'm the Impact Program Coordinator here at a place called home.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Impact Program?
Yeah, so the Impact Program is one of the newer programs within the Teen and Young Adult Services Department. And it what it does is it brings teens and young adults in who wouldn't typically have access to the services that a place called home offer. So that means they could go to a school that's not so close to a place called home, or live in a neighborhood that's not so close to a place called home either. And when we were on campus, it was a Saturday program where we would pick everyone up and provide them with like a small idea of what the after school programming is like. And then we would take everyone back home afterwards as well.
How has the program changed since the pandemic?
The program has changed it's not on Saturdays anymore, and it's all just online and during the same hours that all the rest of the teen and young adult services classes are. So we have impact specific classes and workshops, and continue to provide access to counseling and case management and everything else that members at a place called home have access to, just over the phone or over Zoom or email or text.
Awesome. And is there a way for our audience to support the Impact Program?
Definitely. So we've actually grown since we've transitioned to online. We've brought on a lot more members and been able to serve a lot more teens and young adults. So our audience can help by donating at apch.org to the Impact Program.
Well, thank you so much, Miss Olivia, for 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 being here, and I love your bowling shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
It's like if we were in Stars and Stripes for reals. And thank you to our donors and supporters for helping make an impact here at Place Called Home. Get it? Anyways, are you ready for bingo, Miss Olivia?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Good evening. My name's Tom McCabe with DBS Bank, and it's my pleasure to say a few words on behalf of all the employees at DBS. Our team started their engagement with a place called home over 7 years ago from just a few staff donating time over Thanksgiving. Today we have broad-based involvement across our organization in fundraising, mentoring programs, and we've created a summer internship program for high school students from the APCH neighborhoods. Over the course of these 7 years, something unexpected took place, and that was how much we got back from working with the kids and with the staff at a place called home. What they've given us is a sense of purpose, both individually and collectively. It's had a positive impact at the culture of our organization. If you're like all of us, when you donate your time, you feel good. You carry a higher sense of self-esteem, more self-confidence, and there's a positive energy about everything that you do. And that positive energy can't help but impact all aspects of your life. It makes you a better spouse, a better parent, a better friend to people in your community. My call to action to each of you tonight is, how about each of us just find one new person to bring into the volunteer community at a place called home. I'll close with a shout out to our heroes: Jackie Jimenez, Jennifer Perkins, and DBS's very own Shanika McDonald. You are an inspiration to all of us, and you're a role model to a lot more than just the girls that you work with. This evening is about honoring your contributions to GirlPower. We hope you enjoy the evening and relish in all the compliments that we're going to throw your way. Thanks for all that you do.
That clip was from the Stars and Stripes pre-show with Miss Olivia. She might not have won bingo that night, but she definitely killed the fashion game.
Period. She really did.
Next up, we're headed to a program that is near and dear to my heart, the music program. This program has really helped me find and develop my voice. And I've been a part of the APCH band 29 Live for about 3 years, and it really has helped shape who I am as a performer.
I love that for you. And the recording class teaches teens so much about audio engineering, which is also really amazing.
There are lots of awesome classes within the music program. And this semester, they actually held a spring recital, which showcased over an hour of brand new content from all of our members.
It was incredible, honestly. Shout out to Mr. Joaquin, Miss Liz, Mr. Isaac, for putting this recital together with the help of all their ICs.
Yeah. Let's check it out, Michelle.
What is up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. So excited and happy to be here. I am Mr. Joaquin in the music program at a place called home, and I am here to host this evening's event, which is our spring 2021 APCH recital, our second virtual recital, and we're so excited and happy that we can make this happen for everybody in this way. It's super fun for us to be able to be here and provide the platform in this way for all of our young performers. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy this show just as much as we do. I say bravo to all of our young performers tonight. thank you so much for contributing. The APCH team and members have been working all semester long to bring this amazing show together. So I hope you guys can stick around. It's an amazing hour-plus show. We cover ukulele, violin, strings, brass. We're going to have some excerpts, a really great addition from our producer's corner. So it's a new class that is just our beat makers. So we're going to have some contributions from the people who love just making beats. So again, stick around. We're also going to have some cool raffles. So if you were interested in getting a DIY guitar, stick around, and we're going to have a raffle at the end of the show. So, all right, folks, again, thank you to all of the members for all of your contributions and your performances. I'm super excited. Again, I am Joaquin Pacheco, the music program senior manager, and I'm here to take us through tonight's events. So let's get into it. Our first round of performers that we have are from our ukulele class. We have our intro to ukulele, intermediate ukulele learning classes. So let's take a look at what these guys put together for us, everybody. Super excited.
Hello, my name is Evelyn, and I'm gonna be doing my scale.
Let's give a hand to the music department. Actually, I'm here with Miss Michelle from our membership department. Michelle, can you introduce yourself to the audience?
Yes, my name is Michelle Escobar, and I manage the membership and parent services department at a place called Home.
Great. Can you tell us about the membership department?
Yes, we're the department that welcomes all our new families and members to the APCH family. We're also the central hub of a place called Home, and we work together with other departments to connect our families and members to services, support, and resources. We're also in charge of coordinating and assigning classes to hundreds and hundreds of members. And we make sure that they're all experiencing all the fun programs and classes a place called Home has to offer.
That sounds like a lot of work. So thank you for everything you do.
Thank you.
You used to be a member too, right?
Yes, I was a member as a teen, and during that time, I was in need of a lot of love and support and guidance. And APCH made such a big difference in my life, and I always wanted to come back and work for such a special place. And I'm going to have 8 years as an employee of a place called Home.
Well, I'm glad that you stuck around to give back to the community. What were your favorite classes?
My favorite classes, I really love the mentoring program, but the music department has a special place in my heart. It's such a magical place where you can just go and feel safe and create and just be yourself.
I can definitely relate to that. Yeah. Well, let's give it up for you because I just want to thank you so much for being with me today.
Thank you. And thank you to everyone that is making a contribution to this special place. You're making a difference in someone's lives.
That was an interview we did with Michelle from membership at our last pre-show. So we hope you enjoyed.
Wait, I just got an important email saying that we have to show this video. So let's just show that now. Yeah. Whoa, that was wild. It was like sports meets TikTok.
Yeah, we should try that. Wait.
Whoa. Did it work? Did you just hand me this?
It worked.
Oh my gosh. This is why we should like host all the pre-shows. You know, you never know what's gonna happen.
We should.
All right. Well, next up, we couldn't be more excited to be sharing selections from our spring dance recital. This event happened just last week, and it couldn't have been better. We had incredible pieces from hip hop, ballet, modern dance, and even movement and storytelling.
Yes, it's truly great to see how many of our younger members are participating in our virtual dance classes.
Shout out to Miss Evies for putting this video together. Roll it, Michelle.
When day comes, we ask ourselves, where can we find light in the never-ending shade? The loss we carry, a sea we must wade. We've braved the belly of the beast. We've learned the quiet isn't always peace. And the norms and notions of what just is isn't always just ice, and yet the dawn is ours.
Before we knew it, somehow we do it. Somehow we've weathered and witnessed a nation that isn't broken but simply unfinished.
We are the citizens of a country in a time where a skinny black girl descended from slaves and raised by a single mother can dream of becoming president, only to find herself receding for one.
And yes, we are far from polished, far from pristine, but that doesn't mean we are striving to form a union that is perfect. We are striving to forge a union with purpose.
To compose a country committed to all cultures, colors, characters, and conditions of a man. And so we lift our gaze not to what stands between us, but what stands before us. We close the divide because we know.
To put our future first, we must first put our differences aside.
We lay down our arms so we can reach out our arms to one another. We seek harm to none and harmony for all. Let the globe, if nothing else, say this is true.
That even as we grieved, we grew. That even as we hurt, we hoped. That even as we tried, we tried.
That we'll forever be tied together, victorious, not because we will never again know defeat, but because we will never again sow division.
Scripture tells us to envision that everyone shall sit under their own vine and fig tree, and no one shall make them afraid.
If we live up to our own time, then victory won't lie in the blade, but in all the bridges we've made. That is the promise to Glade. The hill we climb, if only we dare, it's because being American is more than a pride we inherit. It's the past we step into and how we repair it.
We've seen a force that would shatter our nation rather than share it, would destroy our country if it meant delaying democracy.
And this effort very nearly succeeded.
But while democracy can be periodically delayed, it can never be permanently defeated.
In this truth, in this state we trust, for a while we have our eyes on the future. History has its eyes on us. This is the era of just rejection. We feared at its inception. We did not feel prepared to be the heirs of such a terrifying hour. But within we found the power to another, a new chapter, to offer hope and laughter to ourselves. So while once we ask, how can we possibly prevail over catastrophe? Now we search. How can catastrophe possibly air over us? We will not march back to what was, but move to the shall be. A country that is bruised but benevolent, but bold, fierce, and true.
We will not turn around or interrupted by imitation,
because we know our inaction and inertia will be the inheritance of the next generation. Our blunders become their burns. But one thing is certain: if we march mercy with might and might with right, then love becomes our legacy and change our children's birthright. So let us leave behind a country better than one we're left with. Every breath from my brown, pounded chest will raise this wounded world into a wondrous one. We will rise from the golden hills of the west.
we will rise from the cleft northeast, where our forefathers first realized revolution. We will rise from the lake-rimmed cities of the roof-lented states. We will rise from the sun-baked south. We will rebuild, reconcile, and recover
every known nook of our nation and every corner called our country.
Our people diverse and beautiful will emerge.
Better and beautiful.
When day comes, we step out of the shade.
Brave and unafraid.
The new dawn blooms as we free it.
But there's always light if only we're brave enough to see it. If we're only brave enough to be it.
We will rise!
We will rise!
We will rise! We will rise!
When I see you dancing, I'm like, hola, 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 hola. With your move fancy, make me wanna hola, 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 hola. I got your attention, spending that moolah, 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 moolah. And my trust popping, pocket swolla, 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 swolla. When I see you dancing, I'm like, hola, 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 hola. With your move fancy, make me wanna hola, 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 hola. I got your attention, spending that moolah, 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 moolah. And my trust popping, pocket swolla, 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 swolla. When I see you dancing, I'm like, hola, 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 hola. With your move fancy, make me wanna hola, 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 hola. I got your attention, spending that moolah, 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 moolah. And my trust popping, pocket swolla, 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 swolla.
Can you introduce yourself to the audience?
Absolutely. My name is Rolando Cruz. I'm the senior program manager for prep.
So I'm a senior in high school. I need a job. Can you tell me a little bit more how to get one of those?
Absolutely. Through the professional readiness and employment program, we're going to sit down, kind of figure out what kind of work are you looking to do? What are areas that you want to improve on? So if we need to work on your interview skills or develop your resume, we're going to help put those things together.
Wow. I'm actually just completing my first internship. Do you have any advice for me?
Yeah, I think a lot of it is taking out what is it that you did in that internship that maybe inspired you or something that you may want to pursue so that we can begin to look at what are careers in that particular field.
See, I don't have a job right now at the moment. Do you have any advice on how I can get them to pay me for hosting this gig?
I would say let's talk to your union representative.
I think so too.
Well, that sounds great. Thank you for sharing a little bit about prep today. Are you ready for some bingo tonight?
If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So the answer is yes.
That's true. Well, thank you for talking to us. We really appreciate you coming today.
It's my pleasure.
Bye. See, Allison, I always knew we can make pre-shows our career.
Definitely, I agree. But unfortunately, our time here tonight has come to an end.
No, why?
We'd like to extend a huge thank you to all of the APCH friends, families, and supporters out there who make the work here at a place called home possible.
You really are making a difference.
And stick around because GirlPower has an exciting evening lined up for you all, focused on community, sisterhood, and empowerment.
It's going to be a great show. So grab your snacks, grab your beverages, and grab your phone because there's going to be a contest.
You said too much.
Not bad.
All right. We'll have a wonderful night, everyone, and we'll see you at the next pre-show. Oh, and Evelyn, I'll see you at the Cheesecake Factory.
Say less. Bye.
Bye.
Happy GirlPower Day! We hope you all got a chance to check out that pre-show. Thanks to Evelyn and Allison for hosting that. Didn't they do a great job? As you can see, there is much going on at APCH. Hello, my name is Criseda, and it is my pleasure to welcome you all to tonight's event. Some of you are familiar with APCH's GirlPower program, and perhaps this annual event too. And you know that we aim to put on a great show that's informative, inspiring, and forward-looking. While we do not have a crystal ball, we do hope that this will be our very last virtual event. So please keep us in mind in your hearts with the hope that we'll be in person again soon. That's right, this is a celebration, but also an invitation for you all to visit us at APCH, so you can experience our programs and see how we are immersed in mentorship, fun activities, and friendship. I'm going to welcome some of my fellow Girl Power members to the screen to tell you a little bit about tonight's event and what Girl Power means to us. America, Celeste, Caitlin, Lorena, and Maria.
The theme of tonight's event is centered around the Sankofa bird, which stands for the past, present, and future. Throughout the night, you'll see this bird on the screen and in the background.
The reason we chose this as tonight's theme is because we found connection during these disconnected times in our Girl Power family.
Some of our past Girl Power members came in as guest speakers this year, and we found strength in their words.
And we look forward to welcoming the next generation of Girl Power members, and we hope to help them find strength and empowerment as well.
Girl Power has impacted me because I have found myself to be a better person. I am more confident in myself. I can present myself better, and I know my self-worth.
Through the knowledge I gained from Girl Power, I will not take little comments like women cannot make it to the top and women are weak to heart. I'll break those stereotypes and succeed more than anything and prove the pride of being a woman.
In Girl Power, I've learned that I am always growing as a person, and that is okay. I have a little sister in Gem, and I'll use this knowledge to show her why it's important to get to know ourselves.
Something I learned about myself in Girl Power that I didn't know before was my capability to lead. Being a guest facilitator for the Gem class has given me the ability to connect with young members and understand them. I realized that being an educator is something I possibly want to do because I like teaching, especially with little kids.
The knowledge that I learned from Girl Power, I will use in the future when I'm in the workspace. I will speak out if I see something that's not right, and I will be more independent when I'm alone.
My growth and development in Girl Power impacts my life outside of it because I now teach young girls that they are strong and their gender does not define them. With my knowledge, I am encouraging other young girls to seek opportunities they don't see young women in. For example, careers in STEM, finance, and politics. By teaching future generations of how powerful girls are, we are able to create change.
We're so happy you decided to tune into our first virtual Girl Power event, and we hope you enjoy the show.
For now, check out our latest APCH agency video. It really tells a story about our 27-year journey, and it is compelling. Enjoy, and we'll see you all soon. Bye.
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 The Rodney King riots, what it did to South Central is it made everybody more scared.
The young people didn't have a place to go. They were in need of help, and they were in need of people taking an interest in them.
I really wanted to start a place for all the children to go to be safe, to feel safe.
After I started going, I would tell my cousins, they would start coming in, and we would be this gang of children just walking down the street.
There was 12 of them, but the 12 turned into 100, which turned into 200, turned into 300, very quickly.
The mission of a place called home is to prepare our children and the community for the future.
This place is like a portal to get you to something else that's beyond your wildest dreams.
The past 25 years has been a period of growth for a place called home. We've taken that basic premise of love, safety, and opportunity.
We give them a space to think, a space to create, a space to challenge their own thoughts, and at the very least, tools to navigate the world.
We've built an infrastructure around it that has state-of-the-art equipment and classrooms. We serve about 250 to 350 fresh meals every day. We're focused now on vocational training, and then we will give away about $400,000 a year in college scholarships. We've sent hundreds of young people to college.
I'm planning to go to college with an APCH scholarship to study computer science.
It just feels like home, and I just feel like I can express myself as much as I want. That's a really wonderful space to have.
We do have breaking news in LA County's battle against coronavirus.
Most of the people who've gotten sick or died are people of color.
The pandemic is hitting families hard who are already struggling.
A long line of cars waiting as long as 5 hours to receive emergency supplies from the food bank.
One of the challenges of this time has been just the enormity of the need. But hope is more than just an idea. Hope is an action. It's not a wish, it's not a prayer. It's an idea that you do something.
The pivot here is extremely abrupt, but then it was movement in ways that I had never seen APCH move.
Hold on to me as we go.
The staff at a place called home is making sure many families in need will be able to put food and other essentials on their tables.
As we roll down this unfamiliar road.
Out of those challenges comes opportunity.
And although this way
with the Family Resource Depot, we pivoted to bringing them groceries and household goods.
Just know you're not alone.
If a place called home wasn't there, I don't know how my family would be right now.
So I'm gonna make this place your home.
A place called home could have folded, but that's not what happened. Since the shutdown, we've delivered more than 300,000 meals, plus household essentials and PPE.
We packed art supplies and cameras and computers. Basically, we packed a place called home in a grocery bag, and we sent it home to our members.
We opened up our waiting list. There were kids and families who had been waiting a year to get into a place called home. And when we closed the campus, we opened our virtual doors to all of them.
Everything that we did in person, we're doing it online.
It's still telling everybody we're still here, but it's been 8 months. And 8 months is too long to be away from home.
I can't wait to get back to this space because it's full of energy.
Just that sense of possibility in life.
You can't imagine it visually without first imagining like the screams and the laughter and the shrieks of delight.
Trouble, it might drag you down. If you get lost, you can always be found.
One day we'll be back painting and drawing and creating stories together, cooking and making delicious things again, brainstorming new ideas.
But until then, we'll continue to transform our hopes into actions.
We're not going anywhere.
There's work to be done.
We'll be here day after day, making a difference.
Because it matters.
Because you matter.
Because our actions matter.
We are strong.
We are resilient.
We are hopeful. Keep working.
Keep dreaming.
Keep creating. Together, we make the future.
No, you're not alone. So I'm gonna make this place your home.
Good evening. It's a pleasure to be sharing bandwidth with you tonight. I hope you enjoyed our video and got the feeling for APCH's mission and our daily work. It's been an extraordinarily challenging year for the young people and families we serve. But with the help of supporters like you, we've delivered now more than 600,000 meals since March of 2020, funded more than 200 families for emergency expenses, and our virtual programs are reaching hundreds of youth every day, including many who were on our waiting list before the pandemic hit. And starting this month, we are bringing the kids back on our campus in phases. That makes me very happy. Tonight's event is a celebration of the young women in the 2021 APCH GirlPower program, alongside our annual GirlPower Awards, honoring 3 wonderful women who inspire the GirlPower girls and all of us. 3 women whose leadership and contributions in their fields are making the world a better place for everyone. 3 women who have embraced APCH as a personal cause: Jacqueline Jimenez, Jennifer Perkins, and Shanika McDonald. This event is also a fundraiser, and I invite you to please give generously throughout the evening. Truthfully, while we've adapted to these virtual events and they've been fun to produce, it's a challenge to raise resources this way. So please just imagine how much you saved by staying home tonight. No driving, no parking, no tipping the valet. Maybe some of you didn't even change out of your sweatpants to attend, so no dry cleaning bill. If you just calculate your savings for the evening and donate that amount, you'll be making a real impact. And all the funds we raise tonight will support APCH's free programs in education, mental health, athletics, and the arts for young people from 8 to 24 years of age, as well as our Shaheen Scholarship Program, our Rise High School partnership, and our career and internship opportunities. Next month, we have to spend $60,000 on special COVID safety changes to our campus. And of course, there's the GirlPower program, which you will be hearing more about over the next hour. It's super easy to give. Just text APCH to 56651, And you can donate right through your phone, or go to apch.org and click the donate button at the top of the screen. And you can shop for a cause at our online silent auction and boutique. And to sweeten the pot, we have a challenge from our very own board member, Mary Ellen Zarakis, who will match dollar for dollar the first $6,000 that comes in. Well, Mary Ellen, I'd like to be the first person to take you up on that challenge. I'm making a personal pledge of $500, which just became $1,000. Who will join me? Thank you, folks. The kids are counting on us to step up and keep the momentum going. COVID isn't over yet, and we still have an intense recovery period ahead. By the way, I have one of the greatest jobs on the planet. And it just so happens that one of the most interesting items in tonight's auction is a chance to be CEO for a day at APCH. Yeah, you can come down in person or virtually to meet our amazing staff and kids, run a few meetings, add it to your resume, and give me a day off. All right, in just a minute, we're going to welcome our host for the evening, 2021 GirlPower member Maria. But first, a word from our presenting sponsor, an exemplary corporate partner that has been coming through and steadily increasing its commitment to APCH over the past 7 years. Please meet our good friend, the U.S. country head for DBS Bank, Mr. Tom McCabe.
Good evening. My name's Tom McCabe with DBS Bank, and it's my pleasure to say a few words on behalf of all the employees at DBS. Our team started their engagement with a place called home over 7 years ago from just a few staff donating time over Thanksgiving. Today, we have broad-based involvement across our organization in fundraising, mentoring programs, and we've created a summer internship program for high school students from the APCH neighborhoods. Over the course of these 7 years, something unexpected took place, and that was how much we got back from working with the kids and with the staff at a place called home. What they've given us is a sense of purpose, both individually and collectively. It's had a positive impact at the culture of our organization. If you're like all of us, when you donate your time, you feel good. You carry a higher sense of self-esteem, more self-confidence, and there's a positive energy about everything that you do. And that positive energy can't help but impact all aspects of your life. It makes you a better spouse, a better parent, a better friend to people in your community. My call to action to each of you tonight is, how about each of us just find one new person to bring into the volunteer community at a place called home? I'll close with a shout out to our heroes, Jackie Jimenez, Jennifer Perkins, and DBS's very own Shanika McDonald. You are an inspiration to all of us, and you're a role model to a lot more than just the girls that you work with. This evening is about honoring your contributions to GirlPower. We hope you enjoy the evening and relish in all the compliments that we're going to throw your way. Thanks for all that you do.
Thank you, Tom, and all of DBS Bank. And thank you, Mr. Jonathan. Good evening. I am Maria, and I am very excited to be your host for the evening because I get to talk about GirlPower and how I am an embodiment of all the great things that APCH and the GirlPower program has to offer. Throughout the program, I learned about sisterhood, mentoring, friendship, and how to use my voice to make positive change. I am about to enter into my senior year, and I am so excited to move on to the final chapter of my high school career. I can't believe I can pass down everything I have learned from GirlPower to my younger GirlPower friends and Girls Empowering Many, also known as GEM, our junior GirlPower program. And I promise to do right by all who have supported APCH through thick and thin. Mark my words, I will be back and I will be involved. And I will be loud. And tonight, I need you all to get loud too. And since you are in the comfort of your own home and no one can see you if you get a little goofy, please join us and drop some emojis in the chat. And with that, please put your virtual hands together, show the love in the chat for APCH's very own dance company. Give it up for the APCH Dance Company. So, tonight is full of APCH goodness and a whole lot of girl power. Throughout tonight's program, we plan to play a little game, and there will be a sweet prize that we plan to give, provided by our friends at iHeartMedia. It's my personal favorite, a scavenger hunt. This scavenger hunt is digital, so get out your smartphones, open up Instagram, and get ready. Here's how it works. Throughout the event, we'll give you a few items to find in your home or search via your phone. Once you have found your items, snap a pic and post the picture to your Instagram timeline with the hashtag APCHGirlPower21. Remember, you have to post on your timeline and not on your story so we can see it. And you also have to set your account to public. Each post counts as one entry to win. So the more you post, the more chances you have to win. Tomorrow, we'll announce our winner in our e-blast and our Instagram. So be sure to follow us at APCH2830. If you have any questions, please reach out to us in the chat. Now, remember I said we had an awesome prize provided by iHeartMedia? Well, tonight's scavenger hunt winner will win a pair of tickets to Billie Eilish's concert at the Forum, which will be held on April 6, 2022. Sheesh! Now, if that's not a prize worth playing for, then I don't know what is. Here comes round one. Are you ready? Okay. Post a photo of the Girl Power honoree that you are here supporting tonight, and make sure to use the hashtag APCHGirlPower21. Remember to post a photo on your Instagram timeline and not on your story so we can see it. And also have your account set to public. So, get to posting. Now, check out this video from our Junior Girl Power program, GEM, aka Girls Empowering Many.
The first day of GEM, I feel like I was probably like a very shy person and kept everything with my in me, and then we didn't talk about it, but now I'm more outgoing. And the type of person I was before was a person that was not as outgoing as I am now. I did know a little less than I know now. I am still learning, and I just didn't have as big of a mindset as I do now. Self-love and self-care, because I was always super insecure about my body. Self-love and self-care, I feel like I didn't really do that as much with me, so it's like a really good thing that I learned about that.
Way to go, Jem. Not only are you girls empowering many, you are also inspiring many people here tonight. As this year's Girl Power's honorees have risen in their careers and pursuits, they have stayed true to their values and defined success to include making a positive difference in the world. I want to ask a special favor from everyone. You may have signed on to support one honoree in particular, which is wonderful, but each of these accomplished women is worthy of our respect. Now, let's set a great example for our young people watching by staying through to the sweet end for all of our honorees. Can I count on you to do that? Thank you. Now, I am excited to welcome to the virtual stage to present the 2021 Community Builder Award, Pastor Christina Lowe of Oasis Church, LA.
Thank you so much, Maria. You are doing an amazing job. And on behalf of Oasis Church, we are honored to partner with A Place Called Home because we see the tangible impact that you all are having on the community of South Los Angeles. And the feedback that we have received from our volunteers that have served at the Wednesday grocery outreach is that everyone at APCH is so kind and that they really care about meeting the needs of the families that they serve. Our hope at Oasis for all APCH members and their families is that they would know that they can be confident in A Place Called Home's care for them, and that there are people in a church community that they may never even meet, but that love them and want to serve them and make a difference in their lives. And now it is my honor and privilege to introduce tonight's recipient of the Community Builder Award. Jennifer Perkins is a pillar in the city of Los Angeles and in our Oasis Church community. She's an amazing leader, and the reason she is such an amazing leader is because she has the heart to serve others. And because of her passion to advocate for others, she can mobilize people to make a tangible difference wherever she goes. Jennifer's commitment to support under-resourced and underserved communities is truly inspiring. And because of her, I am challenged to use whatever I have to make a difference. Introducing Jennifer Perkins.
Thank you, Pastor Christina. I am so appreciative of you and Pastor Julian for your leadership and friendship. It has been an honor to partner with you both and Oasis Church in serving the needs throughout the city. To A Place Called Home, thank you so much for this distinguished award. Truly, it is my heart to advocate and serve under-resourced communities and people, as Pastor Christina said. I am a volunteer at heart, ready to help where I can and bring people along to make a positive impact together. We at Oasis Church are so happy to be welcomed into your family, and we're committed to continuing our support of your significant programs and incredible staff. A big thank you to my family. Some are tuning in from out of state. Thank you for being here. My dear friends that are here tuning in, Oasis staff and outreach community. I appreciate everyone's support of me and A Place Called Home. Special shout out to my mom who's tuning in, who brought me with her to serve the elderly throughout my childhood and youth. Your example was imprinted on my heart long ago and lives in me today to volunteer and serve. I am forever grateful to you, Mom, for that. Finally, to everyone tuning in, now is the time to serve. We all have something we can share, whether it's our time, our talent, our resources, even a word of encouragement. So volunteer. A Place Called Home is a great organization to support their commitment to youth and families in South Central LA. Not only will you make a difference in the community they serve, where there is much need, might I add, you will be impacted also for the better. So I implore you, show up to volunteer and keep showing up.
Thank you, Jennifer, and our friends at Oasis Church. You are a true inspiration to us all.
In case you didn't know, Oasis has been a leading partner, providing APCH with vital resources that trickle down directly to the youth and families we serve.
That's right. Resources like hotspots for families without internet, necessary school supplies, and the people power who volunteer at our weekly family resource depot, and they give so much more.
It's partners like Oasis that have sustained and propelled APCH to fulfill its mission. We're even getting ready to open our doors to our members, and our facilities team has been hard at work preparing our campuses for in-person programming.
Our partner, Da Vinci Rice High School, is already back on campus, and our Impact program is also up and running. The staff and youth are so elated for the in-person interaction. And you know what? We look forward to fully reopening and having all of our wonderful members, staff, volunteers, and mentors all back on campus. But to do this, we need your help. So please text APCH to 56651, and you'll be able to give directly through your phone. Or go to apch.org and hit the donate button at the top.
Or shop our online silent auction and boutique. I mean, Jewel, have you seen the goodies on there? I have my eye on that beach house.
I know. Did you see that luxury vacation to Manzanillo that includes a private chef? I mean, now that is a real treat. Speaking of treats, check out this animation piece by one of our very talented members, Hennessy. Enjoy.
I never was the most confident person in the world. I never took risks. I would pass up opportunities. I always waited for someone else to get things going. I didn't think I was capable of such things. I always seemed to worry about the what if. I didn't want to mess up or have any regrets. It didn't help much that I started using my gender as an obstacle for my success. I was being drowned out by phrases like, "You're too emotional. Women aren't usually in leadership roles. Your future is to be a caretaker." It felt as if my whole life was planned out just because of my gender, and I never took it upon myself to really decide for myself what I truly wanted to do. And it was like that for a very long time. Until I joined GirlPower, and that's when my whole world shifted for the better. I was constantly put in moments where I had to stand up for myself, take opportunities, be my authentic self. I started to see my talents and skills being used to their full potential. I went from waiting for someone to lead to finding a way to be a leader in my space. I wanted to see how I can help and what I could do for my community. Of course, challenges occurred, but the best part is that I was never alone when facing them. GirlPower helped me meet so many amazing and powerful ladies and make connections that I know will last for a lifetime. It wasn't easy to get where I am today, and I'm sure I still have a lot to learn. But I'm proud of myself for what I have accomplished. My past experiences have helped me get where I am today and are helping me push forward to the future. I can't wait to see what the future holds, now that I'm planning my life on my own accord.
Is somebody cutting onions? Woo! But Hennessy, that there is my best friend. I am always in awe of her artistic talent, and I am literally her #1 fan. Well, as you can all see, the arts thrive at APCH. Up next is an example of our great music program. Ladies and gentlemen, and APCH community, please welcome APCH alumna and amazing folk and blues artist, Sunny War, with an original song written from the heart.
Hi, I'm Sunny War, and I'm happy to be playing today for a place called Home, because I learned a lot about music there when I started going there when I was in 8th grade, and I learned a lot there from Jeffrey Connor and Sharon Harris. So this song is called If It Wasn't Broken. You may be empty, so is the drum that brings me rhythm when I've got none. How would you know you had a heart if it wasn't broken? If it wasn't broken. So you lost your baby, so you lost your job, so you lost all faith in the one you call God. Came to me for refuge when I've got none. How would you know you had a heart if it wasn't broken? If it wasn't broken. hurt them too. You leave them high and dry, and they'll leave you blue. But the love you shared was worth the world and more. That's why you cared. That's what you stayed for. You came to me for refuge when I've got none. How would you know you had a heart if it wasn't broken? If it wasn't broken, if it wasn't broken, if it wasn't broken.
What an amazing treat from our APCH alumna, Sunny War. Drop that love in the chat. And now it's time for another round of the scavenger hunt. So get ready to run, snap a photo, and post. But before I give you the clue, here's a reminder of what you can win. A pair of tickets to the Billie Eilish concert, live at the Forum, April 6th, 2022. What a great prize, right? Thanks to our friends at iHeartMedia for this fantastic prize. And if I wasn't busy hosting, I'd definitely be trying to win. Okay, here we go, round 2. Find a photo of a woman in your life who has inspired you, and post to Instagram with the hashtag APCHGirlPower21. Remember to post on your timeline and not on your story so we can see it. And make sure your account is set to public. So, how about we meet our next honoree? Allow me to introduce Carl Donaldson, who will be presenting our Media Role Model Award.
Good evening. I'm proud to introduce to you this year's recipient of the Media Role Model Award, Ms. Jacqueline Jimenez, who I also call my fiance. To help you get a better understanding of just who Jackie is, I wanted to tell you guys about one of our first dates. It wasn't some lavish dinner. We didn't take a romantic walk on the beach. She called me up, told me about an event at a school in Southeast LA that her kids were performing at. And when I say her kids, I mean underserved youth from the local neighborhood whom she was teaching of all things ballroom dancing in her spare time after working a 50-hour work week. That's just who Jackie is. She's amazing, full of love, light, and glass always half full. So without further ado, could we please welcome the woman that I call Jackie?
Thank you so much, honey, for your beautiful words. Thank you to Jonathan, Barbara, Hannah, Evelyn, Gilbert, Jewel, Marcy, the entire APCH staff, and the exceptional women with whom I'm honored to share the stage today. And a big thank you to each and every one of you for joining us tonight. As I reflected on what I wanted to say today over the last few weeks and over the weekend, I couldn't stop thinking about the word empowerment. It is a word that we hear so often, and it has almost become a buzzword for a way of living, especially for women. But what does being empowered truly mean? Growing up as a first-generation Latina in the inner city, empowerment felt like an elusive destination that was remarkably difficult to get to, but one that I knew would define my path. As I reflect on my journey to self-empowerment, I think about the values that have formed the fabric of my life and the women that I have witnessed live an authentic and intentional life. I am reminded of my mother, Sophia, the heartbeat of our family, who has taught me to live in kindness, gratitude, service, and faith. and of my former colleague and mentor, Brenda Rios Panos, who was honored here 4 years ago and who lived a life guided by courage, compassion, and perseverance. And I'm reminded of my mentee, Monse, and the amazing young ladies of GirlPower who every day choose courage and growth and choose to push themselves outside of their comfort zone. And so when I define what self-empowerment means to me, self, because it is something that lives within us and it is not given to us, I define it as having the courage and freedom to live an authentically intentional life that is aligned with our values. Today, I stand here because, like many of you, I have chosen to, as Brene Brown would say, be in the arena. I continue to fully own my story, along with the pain, the joy, and the everyday in-between moments. You see, for many of us, courageously owning our story each and every day is a daily practice. In closing, I leave you with something that Oprah Winfrey said, which resonated deeply with me and which I come back to in times of self-doubt. She said, "You are not your circumstances. You are your possibilities. If you know that, you can do anything." May we all, in spite of our circumstances, have the courage to live a self-empowered life and remain open to the abundant possibilities ahead of us. Thank you all so much, and a huge thank you to my amazing company, Pantaya and Hemisphere Media, and to all of my friends and family and colleagues for supporting me in supporting this remarkable organization.
Jacqueline, thank you so much for what you do and for being so involved, especially as a mentor in the APCH Life Mentoring Program. Shout out to my mentor, Cindy, who's watching. Hey! And now, it's my pleasure to present an amazing APCH GirlPower alumna, Honoree.
Young girls, what they know about us, about the hurt we felt when we discovered that no one listens to a girl, when the world set us aside, lied to themselves about what a girl could or could not do. Turns out, we are capable of more than they could ever know what to do with. Girl power, what they know about that, about the shame we had for our developing girl bodies, when the price to exist beautifully cost us our self-esteem, confusing ourselves with mystical definitions of beauty, when in reality, a beauty as remarkable as ours could never be bought on shelves or wiped off in the evening. Girl power, what they know about that. All this talk about hitting like a girl, until that girl hits the expectations of what her worth should be based on out of the park. To hit like a girl, meaning the way that Cleopatra would in Egyptian dynasty, or when Anne Frank, a young Jewish girl, helps history by putting pen and courage to paper. Or perhaps you've been living under a rock because last time I called the White House, our vice president is a girl. Girl power. Thought the boys only wore the capes, huh? But so do we. So when the world tells you you can't because you are a girl, we tell them, because I am a girl, I can. Girl power. What they know about it.
Honoree, you are an inspiration to us all. Thank you for writing, directing, editing, and performing that powerful spoken word piece. Tonight, you represent everything Girl Power members strive for. Good evening, everyone. I am Marcy De La Cruz, the Teen and Young Adult Services Program Manager, and I have the honor to work with the amazing young women of GirlPower. But I am not alone in this work. It is because of supporters like you who continue to volunteer, mentor, and share your story that we are able to empower generations of leaders. So if you haven't had a chance to make a contribution, please text APCH to 56651 so that we can continue doing this very important work. Thank you all so much for your ongoing support. And now back to you, Maria. And by the way, Maria, you are doing such a great job hosting the event tonight. I am so proud of you.
Thanks, Ms. Marcy. After all, I did learn a lot from you. Can you please stay on for our last round of the scavenger hunt?
Yes, of course. Let's do it.
Okay, awesome. Now, everybody, remember, you are playing for a pair of Billie Eilish tickets at the Forum. I would like to again take a moment to thank our friends at iHeartMedia for providing this awesome prize. Okay, here we go. In your home, please find an APCH-related memorabilia item that did not come in your goodie bag for tonight's event. Remember to snap a photo and post it to Instagram using the hashtag APCHGirlPower21. Remember, you must post on your timeline and not on your story so we can see it. You also have to have your account set to public view. And good luck! So, Miss Marcy, do you have any APCH memorabilia lying around you would like to take a picture of?
Do I? Oh my gosh, Maria, I've worked at APCH for almost 8 years now. I have so many.
Do you have a favorite?
Well, honestly, I'd have to say my favorite piece of APCH swag is this exclusive Girl Power hoodie right here. Woo!
Woo! No way. That's my favorite too, as you can see. I wear it with pride.
So for our viewers who may not know, these hoodies are only made for our members who are in Girl Power and also for the key staff who run the program. I wish I could wear it right now. This hoodie is my favorite though because of this Sankofa bird, which as America had mentioned earlier on, it represents not only this year's Girl Power members, but past and future members as well. So these hoodies are very exclusive, but tonight, for the first time ever, you can order your very own Girl Power hoodie in our online boutique. But hurry, quantities are limited. So just scan the QR code that's appearing on your screen right now, and it will take you directly to our boutique and silent auction page where you can see all the wonderful items we have available.
That's great. I hope we sell out, as that will be an indicator of the people wanting to get involved. Well, this is a perfect lead into my favorite part of the show and another reason for you all to stay involved. This is the part where we get to hear from all the Girl Power members to find out exactly what Girl Power means to all of us.
Girl Power is a space where we can empower and uplift each other. It is a space where we are taught about self-worth and ways to break gender roles, all meanwhile being a place to build lasting and meaningful relationships.
To me, Girl Power means a judgment-free and safe community. Girl Power is a place where I can be myself and not have to worry about being judged, and it's a place where I can relate to others.
Girl Power means being comfortable in my skin and fighting for my rights.
That's what you are, even though you don't like that word.
Girl Power is a community of young girls that talk about serious topics, for example, body image, self-worth, and daily problems girls deal with. We are united and support one another to be our best selves.
Girl Power means to me a space of welcoming and new knowledge, a place where I can relate to other girls and be relaxed and happy.
Girl Power encourages women to showcase their strengths and power as an individual. It allows you to be yourself.
Girl Power is a place where women are empowered and loved.
Girl Power is a group that supports, hypes, informs, and advises each other. A place where you can vent, boast, and be showered with praise when you need it or want it.
Girl Power to me means a group that helps you push yourself to be the best person you could be. A group that helps you and supports you through anything.
Girl Power helps us realize our potential.
GirlPower is a safe space to learn about women's rights and accomplishments. It's a trustworthy place as well as a sisterhood, and overall a place to become educated on certain important topics.
GirlPower is a safe place where we get to celebrate our independence, strength, and confidence. It feels just like home.
GirlPower means being in a safe space where young teen members can be vulnerable and be supported by others. It is also a space where we are celebrated with our accomplishments and are able to talk and laugh comfortably. It is a setting of empowerment.
GirlPower is a space that allows me to have conversations and discuss topics with people who understand what I'm going through. It's not often when you can confide in people who think and experience the same things as yourself, but in GirlPower, there are a multitude of us. We're a community that helps each other overcome our hardships.
GirlPower means unity, empowerment, and growth within myself and my knowledge. I also believe it is a place in which I can become more independent and be a step closer to finding myself and pursuing my passion.
GirlPower means to me being able to have a voice without no one judging you and accepting you for who you are.
GirlPower to me means strength within yourself. It's knowing how much power you hold and could potentially have. It's empowerment and a place to be yourself.
GirlPower means women supporting women no matter what background they come from or what they look like. It also means to encourage women in achieving their goals and supporting them through their failures, to celebrate each other's successes and lift each other up.
GirlPower is a place where I can be myself with support from other girls instead of judgment.
GirlPower teaches young girls that they are independent and they can do anything they put their mind to.
GirlPower is a community of girls who learn their values and worth and help empower each other to go beyond our limits and help fight women's stereotypes.
GirlPower is a group of young girls that work together to create a healthy and safe environment.
GirlPower teaches you to be confident, love yourself, and be independent.
GirlPower is a place of comfort, a place where I can go and share my feelings and realize I'm not alone, and that there are people willing to listen and help. I spend a lot of my time feeling alone, but GirlPower makes me realize that there are people out there with the same emotions as me, and that makes me feel very included. I love how we are there for each other and willing to give advice when one girl is going through something tough. We're here for each other, and that is the best thing I could ever have.
I love that video, and I'm so happy to be able to call every single one of those girls my friends. There's so many good memories. And now it's time to present our final award for the evening. This award is our Integrity and Leadership Award. Please welcome tonight's presenter, Carolyn Wiesel Barrio.
Good evening. My name is Carolyn V.C. Burrell. I am Shanika's mother. It does not surprise me one bit that she is being honored with this Integrity and Leadership Award tonight. Ever since she was a young child, she has always demonstrated compassion for others. The one thing that stands out to me is when she was always being inclusive and meet others where they are. As a leader, she speaks up for the underdog. For instance, when she was younger, if someone was being mistreated, she would use her voice to right the wrong. If someone was hungry, she would bring them home because she knew we had plenty of food to share. As I sit here, I recall one memory that I hold dear to my heart. I used to stand Shanique up in the mirror and tell her that she could do anything she wanted in this world because she was valuable and worthy. The odds were against her, but my message was never wavered. As a young adult, I started to see her character become anchored in integrity. I knew she had all of the tools I had instilled in her to make a difference. Now we are here tonight in full circle moment, honoring an amazing woman she has become. I remember when she told me that she would be partnering with the amazing organization, A Place Called Home, to help the communities within the South Central Los Angeles, which by and large are often forgotten. 2020 was a challenging year for most of us, particularly APCH, due to the loss of the in-person fundraising events. I would encourage everyone tonight, in honor of this extraordinary organization and Shanika's legacy, to donate what you can to pay forward. The youth and the families at APCH are counting on us. It is an honor and privilege to present my daughter to you, Miss Shanika Lene McDonald.
Good evening. When I was asked to accept this incredible honor, I was told that I needed to select someone to introduce me. I knew it had to be my mom because she was my role model growing up. She built an amazing legacy for me. So when I had my daughter, Natalia, she passed the baton to me and the responsibility of carrying the legacy of paying it forward. Thank you, Mom, for everything that you have ever done for me and the sacrifices that you've made for me. I love you. To build upon this moment, I would like to tell you a story of my upbringing. Picture me as a young child, growing up with a mother and father, to then having that stability vanish at the age of 8. I found myself in a world being raised by a single mother with few resources to care for her children. The odds were stacked against us. I was the kid that was destined to fall through the cracks of society. Many of the same challenges you girls face today. Troves of systematic inequities, layers of social injustice, gender inequalities. Notwithstanding, my mother's intent was to raise us on love instead of survival. She reminded me often that I mattered and never wavered from that mantra. I stand before you tonight humbled by this honor, but I understand this moment is bigger than me. It is about holding space for the Girl Power girls and to affirm that they matter. You guys are worthy. Let me share why I believe a place called home is so important. The organization and Girl Power program often substitutes for that second parent. They stand in the gap for children in single parent households by providing a safe and inclusive place for the kids to come together. They aid families when they do not know when their next meal will come from. They do this by feeding over 325 families per week through their Family Resource Depot. They provide mentors for the youth of tomorrow. A place called home grew during the pandemic with over 660 enrollments and 80 classes every week. During the summer of 2020, I had the privilege of working with these amazing game changers. They are resilient and optimistic. They have bright futures ahead. Tonight is a call to action. Tonight, we celebrate this incredible organization and program with the showing of our support by selflessly investing in them and their future. If you are here in support of me, here's an opportunity where donating should be non-negotiable. Let's give them the support they need to unlock their potential and level the playing field. Please join me in passing the baton to these incredible young ladies of tomorrow. We believe in you. Thank you.
Shanika, your years of leadership and involvement with the community are truly exemplary. Thank you for walking your talk and for your steadfast support of A Place Called Home and our incredible members.
On behalf of A Place Called Home, we'd like to congratulate all of today's honorees and, of course, our Girl Power girls. Girl Power 2021 is almost a wrap. If you haven't done so already, please consider making a donation via our Text to Give platform by simply texting APCH to 56651 and visit apch.org to get involved. You can even sign up for a tour of the campus too. And last but not least, don't forget to celebrate all of the inspirational girls and women in your life.
Before you log off, please be sure to check out our silent auction and virtual boutique, which closes tomorrow, Friday, June 4th at 9 p.m. Also, for all of you that have been participating in the scavenger hunt, the winner will be announced tomorrow. So watch your inboxes and our Instagram stories for the official announcement. Best of luck.
Thank you again for supporting A Place Called Home and for tuning in for tonight's event. We can't wait to see you in person next year.
So until then, please enjoy the closing act by one of our Girl Power young ladies, Angel. Angel is a rising star in our music program and spent last summer studying with the Berklee College of Music. We are so proud of her and all of our Girl Power girls. We wish you all the best. So until next year.
Thank you for joining us and for making our first ever virtual Girl Power a huge success. And of course, a mini shout out to my other best friend, Angel, for her amazing performance. And remember that $6,000 challenge? Well, guess what? We crushed it. Thanks to your generous contributions, we have already raised over $140,000 tonight. Did you hear that? $140,000, all of which will go towards our wonderful programs. We hope that you had a wonderful night. Be on the lookout for the recap email, and remember that our silent auction and boutique does not close until tomorrow at 9 p.m. I'd like to say a thanks to all of the viewers, honorees, and our sponsors. To close us off, please welcome the APCH band 29 Live. Good night and thank you.
Though your eyes in the morning sun, I feel you touch me in the pouring rain. And the moment that you wander far from you come to me?